Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase. A little bit of a different intro than I thought I was going to do, but you're looking at 6 Mini GT Corvette C8Rs, all the same casting, but all different. In fact, there's two in this image that you are not seeing that you will see in this video. They will be part of an upcoming Corvette C8R IMSA Corvette racing set that will be two new IMSA Corvettes with a Corvette racing hauler. You might have seen this in my Instagram. Actually, here on YouTube as well, I did a short showing some of that truck and the IMSA Corvettes. Really cool opportunity. Just in this last week, Glen Chou, the director of Mini GT, was actually rolling through Salt Lake City. So we got together, had a nice time, had dinner, and also filmed another feature. We've done a couple of these, and we want to keep doing them where we can kind of dig into different elements of the brand, what they're working on. And the Corvette is in kind of a cool little transition period, if you will. Because I think this particular car, the C8R, is being retired by Chevrolet, and they're coming out with a GT3 next year that will be racing with private teams and so on and so forth. Glen talks a little bit about that. The reason I'm doing this introduction is for some stupid reason, the first part of the video did not record sound. And I'm really bummed out about that. And it's something that we just can't turn around and just redo because Glen's long gone. He's back home, and I'm still here in Salt Lake. But we wanted to make sure that that this video still got out. So it's gonna start kind of like right in the middle of the video when we're kind of doing some close-ups of the cars. And he's going to be talking about this entire fleet of IMSA Corvettes that they've done. And we'll start showing off all of the minute details. What I love about these is while just to the naked eye right out of the gate they might seem the same, you start noticing differences like yellow, white, red, and then you even see even smaller differences like positioning of the flag and small little details as well. And Glen gets into that and kind of talks about the relationship he has with Corvette and what we should anticipate coming up with the future of the racing Corvette and what Mini GT will be doing. They have some really good relationships with these car makers like Chevrolet, like IMSA, and Glen digs into that. We love doing these videos. I think you guys like them too. Glen is very forthcoming, really fun to talk to, really digs into the details. So we'll get into it. You'll notice, no formal beginning because of no sound. I apologize for that. But Glen and I are planning on doing more of these, digging into more cars, doing more previews, all that kind of stuff. So enjoy. All right, I actually had to switch the camera because we're getting super close up here. So
yeah, so you can see the Le Mans they name it Pro class.
Yes.
And then the GTD Pro. So you see a lot of little details difference.
So my eyes sometimes I just see I'm looking at the number on the car, or I'm just looking at a particular detail, and we're talking about the most minute details. This is a replica of the car, and yes, I think collectors in larger scales are used to this because they're used to this. They have to have that kind of detail in larger scale, and you're just taking this down to 1/64.
Yes, that's the real difference between a toy car and a model car.
Right. Yeah. I'm actually holding these up a little bit here, and I'm actually like, I hope I don't bore people because I'm actually looking at these myself so I can get all of the details.
I mean, you really want to see the detail, I will show you. Even it gets pretty crazy. For example,
show me because we can go close up now.
The flag on the hood of this car and the flag on the hood of this car is different location. You can see it's a little different, the American flag.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we had some of them will be perfectly, level, and some of them will be angled a little bit.
I would have never noticed that, and I would have just assumed it was kind of Tampa placement or something like that.
It's purposely done. It depends on the car. It's different. If you go back to check the photo of the race car, they are all different.
That is so cool. This is the kind of thing, like, I have not collected this way, and I've been making some comments on my videos about some of the changes I'm making to my collection, and this is the kind of stuff I'd rather have, is like a family of cars, a race team, or history, and this is fantastic, especially on very current car. Sorry, I'm just kind of nerding out a little bit now.
Yes.
So these are the yellow. So we've got, name these classes again as I hold them up.
Yeah, this is like a GTD Pro class. So this class will officially retire at the end of this year. Even
Okay.
the Man 24 don't use this class anymore.
Really?
Yeah, so you go switch to GT3 class. They are slightly different. This is more expensive. It's too expensive. Only manufacturers actually has the budget to run a
I
car
see.
like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
once they switch to the new GT3 class, it's cheaper. It's more private team, and then we will see a lot more Corvette cars. So 24 is a very important year, especially for American race car fans, because Corvette going to have GT3, going to have private teams, and then you're going to have Mustang come back to the GT3 class.
Oh, so we're gonna have GT3 Mustangs and Corvettes.
Yes, race at Daytona, and then they're going to go to Le Mans, and they're going to challenge the Ferrari and Porsche.
And that will be dramatic.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
that will be super cool. Okay, casting wise, I mean, we're looking at these. 3 of these are out, or or all of these are out at this point.
2 of them it's for coming with a set. So this will be the last set.
Okay.
I think these 2 will be coming with the set. Some
These are not out yet.
That's
I can
not
always
out
put
yet.
these
And
here.
then and 2 of them will come with the set. And then
These are out.
yeah,
These are coming with the truck,
yeah,
with the Corvette Racing
yes,
logo on the side.
yeah.
And then we'll get to this one in a second. What about these here? Same kind of thing.
I think
right?
those are those are at the early the first 2-3 years they rent 2 car configurations.
Yeah.
And later due to budget and then they're splitting some cars to race in Europe circuits, so they only change to only yellow color. But the first 2 years they have this gray,
Yeah, the alternating.
the alternate color, and then sometimes they have 2 cars at the same
Right.
same race. Yeah.
So same kind of thing. And this one's obviously easy to see because of the trim on here, yellow, white, red,
Yes.
and then same class.
Yeah.
Like,
The class is the same.
yeah, see now I'm looking at the flag placement, all that kind of stuff. It's just fantastic.
And sometimes you have the same race, but one car may have a flag little bit angle just because the guy who put on the decals a little bit off, and we try to copy all of it.
So what you see is what you get. So you're looking at these cars and you're trying to replicate them to every detail that you can.
Yes. Even for the transporter, although we don't have the same transporter and the truck,
Yeah.
because all the transporter unit is custom made for each team. So
Sure,
there's
sure.
you cannot make tooling for one each team. But the graphic is from official Corvette Racing. We kind of modified it to adapt into our
Into your
tooling.
truck, yeah.
Yes. So this graphic is all 100% from GM and Corvette Racing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, to the little sponsor here.
And which truck is this? This is the.
This is a Western Star.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. With a,
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know about these, here we
yeah,
go.
that's right. Yeah.
Massive amount of detail. Double decker inside, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And then it's all metal. It's heavy. Yeah, that's not something I'm going to drop and let you.
Yeah, it
kinda
took
get a sense.
us to develop because normally in the past where you have a transporter, you just open it up kind of like a ramp
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
But that's not actually how transporter works. It's kind of like elevators. So
Right.
it took us some time to figure out how to do this elevator functions and then to do it correctly. So and then to come up. Because normally
Oh,
you
look at that.
yeah normally you have the car at the second floor,
Sure.
and the lower is
Backs
the
out.
tools and
Yeah.
parts, yeah. So it slides out.
That is so cool. Have
Yeah.
we seen this one before? I don't know if we. I mean, I think
Yeah, we
it's
did it
been
in
out. I
our
have to
Liberty
try-
on a Liberty.
That
one.
was on a Liberty
Yeah,
one.
and then we designed the second level to be pull out, so in case you have like a larger SUVs, you
Right.
will fit in there. So
Okay.
if you need it, yeah. So in this one can be put it back in. Yeah.
When is this coming out? The Corvette set.
We hope to take a pre-order maybe in August.
Okay.
And then delivery like end of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice to dig in these details. This was in Malaysia. I saw it there, and now we're able to dig in. That is fantastic. All right, back to looking at the truck. Casting's not done. We'll see. Like is this a custom livery that you guys did?
Yes, actually, it was designed last year, and then we didn't have the chance to finish it in time for July 4th.
Yeah.
And it actually works out perfect because, like I said, this is the last year C8.R will race, so it's a perfect choice
Kind
for
of
July
a
4th.
nice farewell, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So GM allows. Normally they don't because they are quiet, protect about
Right.
Corvette racing, but they agree to let us do.
And this makes sense. It looks, and it's so different than the others that there's no mistaking, where it
Yes.
came from. So and that's the one this just is just coming out like right now. I guess we
Yes.
can put that right there for now. That is
Yeah.
so cool. So give me some, if you can, what are we looking at with the GT3? Like your base, it's obviously on the C8 Corvette, but are there some details that, I don't know if I've even seen the GT3 Corvette, or maybe they haven't.
They showed the concept prototype at Daytona this year.
That's right.
And
Okay.
then they've been showing that concept around a few races. So in general, it look like 70% similar to this car because that's how C8 looks like.
Right.
So you look roughly like this, but they had to find something similar performance but 30% cheaper.
Got it.
So, but due to our relationship with GM, with Corvette Racing, with IMSA, so we already have the data and making the tooling already.
Okay.
So the model will be ready when they start the first race in
So you'll be
Daytona.
ready.
Yep.
We'll have them.
Yes, we'll have
Okay.
them in 24.
And they'll look great along with these. This is fantastic. Anything
Yes.
else you want to say about this set?
No, I mean, I just think what we did in Malaysia, after that, a lot of people kind of contact me because they didn't know there was the IMSA special cars.
Right.
So we have a lot of this unique approach and cars. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to talk about this set and to show people. And they probably don't recognize that or realize that we have all these Corvette
Right.
in different rays and different configurations. And so just kind of want to remind the Corvette fans.
Before you worry about that
Yeah.
unique IMSA car,
Yes.
there's 8 versions to
Yes.
pursue. 2 coming out. One
Yeah.
out now with this gold one, and then
Yeah.
2 more coming with this truck set.
So try to get them before it start disappearing from the market and
Exactly.
replaced by GT3.
Well, after
Yeah.
this video, the older ones are going to be gobbled up, that's for sure. So I got to make sure I'm covered as well, because I do love seeing this set,
Yeah.
like just together. Just this view right here is fantastic.
Yeah, for the GT3, we will actually the first car of the GT3 will be the camouflage test car.
Oh, really?
They send me the patterns, and we are trying to figure out how to do it because it's so fine.
Yeah.
We have to see how we're going to print those fine patterns to copy it to the whole car
In 164.
on 164. So I was surprised because I asked them, so what car should we do for first car? They were like, camo car.
Oh, really?
I was like, well, isn't that supposed? I was like, no problem, I'll give you the camo pattern. So we have the official camo pattern from the racing team, and we're going to try to replicate that to 164.
Well, when you've got it, I mean, you'll show some pictures, and then I want to get my hands on it so we can showcase this thing along with all of these as well. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Glenn, this has been fantastic. I want to keep doing these. These videos where we can dig into, and Mini GT is forming a lot of these collections, these families of cars and castings and racing, whether it's racing or car culture. You're seeing this kind of draw together with Mini GT,
Yes.
and we did that with the prototypes. I want to get into the Liberty Walk Lamborghini soon. I might do that on my own, but let's keep doing these kind. Let's get into your, I love digging into your insights and the background on these. So let's find another cool location and do the next one. Fair enough?
Definitely.
Glenn, awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You got it. Bye.